Hello everybody, I'm Bubba and this is a 5-minute travel flash. Howdy everybody, join me for 5 minutes. Today, we're going to Paris. After you land in Paris, you can buy a train ticket from the airport for 10 euros and you'll be in town in 30 minutes. Do you like bread? The French sure do, but they like this crispy baguette over here. In fact, the legend goes that during the war, Napoleon wanted his soldiers to carry as much bread as they could. So, they baked them long and thin so they could stick them in their pants. And that's where baguettes come from. Talking about legends, how about the Hunchback of Notre Dame? You know that guy who lived up in the bell tower? Do you think it's a true story? Well, the story isn't true, but the beauty of Notre Dame Cathedral is as true as it gets. And them gargoyles up on the top, they are scary. You know how people call Paris the city of love and talk about how romantic everything is? Well, Paris is the #1 tourist destination in the world for wedding proposals. You won't make your missus happy? Then you take her down to the Champs-Élysées. It is full of top-of-the-line fashion stores, coffee shops, and a boulevard that will knock you off your feet. Oh, Champs-Élysées, where the tourists graze all day. Oh, Champs-Élysées, where you can have a really nice latte. One of the many things I love about Paris is the public transportation. You ain't gonna have no trouble getting around this city. The metro, the underground train, takes you anywhere in the city and it has stops every 500 meters. You wanna go to the Eiffel Tower? Just hop on the metro and boom, you're there in a flash. And you gotta see the Eiffel Tower. It's the most famous attraction in Paris, and not only during the day. At night, there's a flashing light show every hour. You're gonna love it. Yeah, everybody says, go to the Eiffel Tower, go to the Eiffel Tower. But I heard there's like a 2-hour line just to get to the top. And if that ain't enough, it costs like 15 euros. Come on, give a guy a break. Let me give you a little tip. You don't have to wait for the elevator. You can pay just 5 euros and take the stairs to the 3rd level. It's not much of a climb and the view is spectacular every step of the way. And the view isn't all the Eiffel Tower has to offer. If you don't mind spending a little extra money, you can make reservations for the luxury restaurant on the 2nd floor called the Jules Verne. If you want to feel like a real Parisian, just get some fresh groceries from the San Quentin market, head down to the banks of the Seine, and have a picnic you'll never forget. Now, let's talk about art. Paris has got some great museums. I usually have a pretty short attention span, but I toured the Louvre for hours. There were all sorts of famous works of art like the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo, and I got to see the famous Louvre Pyramid. Just so you know, there's a man who raises bees on the roof of the Paris Opera House. Ain't that sweet? Another glorious work of art is the Arc de Triomphe. It was built in honor of all those who died in the French Revolution and during the Napoleon Wars. The masonry and the details carved in the stone will hypnotize you. And Paris is full of gardens. They even invented their own style called the French formal garden. It's all about symmetric shapes and imposing order over nature. By the way, do you know why Paris is called the City of Lights?
The reason is all the great thinkers and artists that have come to the city over the centuries. You see, the lights were the people. Remember that.
You want the best view in Paris and it's free? Just go to the top of Butte Montmartre, climb the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, and you're there. The highest spot in the city, and boy, what a view. Well, I could tell you a million other great things about Paris, but I gotta go now. See you next time.